ship, they fly like my grandmother. We're stranded until I can fix it. Who ticked them off in the first place?
He did!
Well, they're following us, and I don't think they'll give up easy. They want something, and they won't stop until they get it.
What do they want?
Meat.
Whew, well that's good.
Dude, your meat. Come on, Walter, give me a hand. Hopefully they'll chase us into space and leave us alone for a while.
Gotta save Danny. Your ship! We need to use your ship and go get him.
Zorgon's damaged my engines. I can't go anywhere. And it's gonna take me a while to fix it. The robot. He can teleport if he has the right charge. I've got something in my ship. Danny's heading towards the planet out there, the dead planet.
Dead planet? You've been there?
Only briefly. The Zorgons used to live there, till they destroyed it. Burned everything they could get their hands on. Now it's just a desert wasteland. If Danny's careful, he should be okay for a little while. There's some bad things down there, but mostly just little green guys. I'll get the robot. Remember, once he teleports, he'll be out of gas. You and Danny sit tight until I can get you. Go get him, Walter. Good luck.
Robot, take me to Danny. Now where am
What's up, everybody? Go back to Call of Duty Japan's Zathura walkthrough. I'm the legendary Lord of Darkness COD, and yeah, we're here with probably one of the more annoying maps of Zathura. It's a wasteland, and it used to be home to the Zorgons, and until they wasted it all. And nothing quite says you're not supposed to be here. Like green guys that come out of nowhere to try and kill you. Tiny walking bugs, sandstorms, quicksand, and giant snakes that can kill you in one bite. Definitely one of the more annoying maps. It does give you the new projectile that can hit multiple opponents at once, and crystal shot, that's what it's called. Yeah, but these are your first enemies that you're going to encounter here. They're little bugs. They don't do barely any damage. They're relatively weak enemies, but there is a lot of them, so keep that in mind. You can hit these crystals here and get health, but mostly projectiles. So yeah, this map, I told you it was annoying, and I never actually made it past it when I was a kid, but I didn't give you that much trouble this time. It was actually relatively easy. I found myself a little irritated that I suck so bad at it. So just keep kicking these things, get your projectiles. You want to shoot these guys like any other enemy. They're not that strong. They can hit you in close range like every other enemy when it comes to Danny, which they don't grab you or anything, so there's nothing big here. You can collect some Thor power-ups over here. Waste of time if you ask me. Keep dodging. There's some enemies that'll try to jump you on rocks. They hand you out some health once you kill them, like all enemies do. So yeah, man, I really wanted to get this place done. Once you try to approach here, there will be 3 enemies that'll try to jump you. So be ready for that. Yeah, this, like I said, it was much more of a threat than it actually was for me, but I'm a bit more experienced that. So yeah, there'll be some guys here, they'll try to jump you, and they're gonna have some bugs as well, so it can be a nasty combination. Not as nasty as one of the other combinations. I did die plenty on this map, and it's obvious that this map is probably you're not gonna survive, but I thought I was gonna do a lot worse, but I was like, hey, if somebody who don't even afford a capture card can film this crap, I can do it too. But just like a very irritating map. There is nothing on this map that doesn't make it any less irritating. These crystals right here. And we're getting to more irritating combinations. Falling rocks. They won't do a ton of damage, and they're likely not to kill you. Just keep pushing forward. And once you get through those rocks, and even before you get through those rocks, there'll be enemies ready to jump you. Next up, we got tornadoes of sand. I don't know what you would call them technically, so they can deflect your shot, which is very irritating. And they can blow you down as well. These ice blocks, you can use ice. Now I died here and I had to cut it. There's some bugs that try to jump you over here. Go ahead and just take them down. By the way, since bugs are really small and they approach you from the bottom, you may want to keep your distance. Seems I had an issue over there. So yeah, okay, it was the transition issue. I start here and I just snipe them off. Because I did die a lot here, man. It was so irritating. Alright, this is a very irritating combo. You got quicksand and tornadoes. Going up a little bit here. And the worst part about this is you got enemies that are just sitting there waiting to jump you. Be very careful with these guys. You want to find a place where there's where you can hit them. This sandstorm right here blocks my attacks, but you can still get them here. And when I maneuver around and try to hit them, but the sandstorm just gets in the way, and I almost die because of that. Because it just horrifying combination, like, because there's no instant ways to die here besides the bridge. They make up for that with intense fighting and enemies that just don't lay off. So do your best here to keep your distance. You don't want to go in there because they've got quicksand all over the place and it can kill you really quickly, which can be really irritating. So snipe off these enemies once you manage to get a clear foot of the enemies. And then we gotta go and get up some ledges over here. If you get in the quicksand zone, just keep jumping. Just keep jumping. Yeah, it's the best way to avoid the quicksand. To get up on the quicksand, because you don't want it to sink you down. That's why it's called quicksand. Now, I was doing some exploring over here, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. I didn't know I had to go up the ledges, so I stupidly came over here. I think I gotta crawl in here. That should be accessible. They should have put some Zathura upgrades in there, just for the sake of having somebody who's dumb enough to explore that place. So give me a second, I didn't cut this out. It wasn't really too bad though. So you want to climb up this, and this is one of those parts. It's like Super Smash Bros. You mess up, you gotta try it all over from the beginning. Or like that lava Mario part, but you don't die, which is irritating because you can't use that die trick. On 2 or 3 parts of these ledges, there'll be projectile enemies that are gonna try to jump you. You can get the jump on them, so it's not that big a deal. Do your best when it comes to this part. It's quite irritating. And right here we got a dangerous combination. Bugs and quicksand. Very irritating combination. And in close quarters, so it's hard to back off. Just keep these bugs over here. They don't do very much damage. Like, you won't even notice it. These bugs are relatively weak. And they're only large in number. I mean, even the little zap things from the robot places did more damage. So jump off this quicksand, you don't want to get caught in it. Jump up here. Take care of this guy. jump on here. Sorry, my player's just kind of messing up. Jump here. Jump up here if it isn't already obvious. And then here we are. Things aren't getting irritating just yet. We're still dealing with the same little crap. You're gonna want to jump down here. Watch out, there's some more sandstorms. Got some crystals to kick here, but there's nothing. Wait, they gave me some ice. Ice is very helpful against the foot soldiers, but the bugs aren't particularly useful against them because there's so many of them. The crystal shot's usually best for them since it can eliminate a lot of them. So be prepared to be jumped, just freeze the crap out of these guys. And I just freeze the bugs, like what the heck. I get some help, so I don't really care. Hop up there. I'm gonna try to there's some Zathura upgrades over here. Jeez, man, it's my darn players so crap. Alright. You wanna jump on this rock and get over here. There's some boulders falling over, so be careful. They can take a chunk out of your health, but if you just run through it, shouldn't be an issue. And of course, at the end of the boulders, it wouldn't be hard if they didn't have enemies waiting there to jump through. So, get on this rock and get up here. Now, I did have some issues with this part, like finding what I'm supposed to do. Thanks for the beautiful abilities of editing technology, we can skip that. You want to kill these guys, they can provide issues for you, never a good thing. Just snipe them down. You got some more enemies, a melee enemy as well. Bugs. And once everybody's disposed of, now it's time to move on to the next part. Which took me some time to figure it out. Hold up, wait, they're not all dead? Darn. Video plays. Really getting on my nerves. So, you're going to want to come over here, and there's a large red rock over here. You want to jump up on there. And eventually, when you figure it out, there's like rocks you have to get. I'm gonna go to this one first, and go to this one, then go to this one, and go to this one, and the other two up here. And now it's time for the most irritating, evil, annoying, die 30 times part on this one. The snakes. They will bite your head off and kill you in one hit, and you only dodge. If you want to duck past this one, run to this path over here. Running straight past the other guy. Wait for this guy and just wait for him to pass. And keep running and running and running to that next path right over there. Wait for this guy to pass. Run forward. I think you want to duck under. Yeah, duck under this guy and just keep moving forward. Duck under this guy too. And then you're home free, as it would seem. But once you start moving forward, the screen will turn. Such evil. This thing just does not want to lay off of you. It comes from the pit that it was at, and it's now going to chase you down on the ground. What's more evil than that? You need to maneuver around these spiky things, and if he gets too close to you, well, to know already if they chop your head off. 'Cause I'm sure you already got chopped off a couple of times. It's instant death. So you just want to keep moving forward, moving around these things. You can jump on them, save time. Since you're going to be running around them, he's going to keep getting closer and closer and closer. It only takes one hit to kill you. So yeah, I didn't really struggle with this part. I didn't even die once here, so it was pretty amazing for me. And once we get here, we got a cutscene. COD out.